We only have one day off each week. So today we decided to go out as a family. Hello everyone, I'm John, an ordinary working man living in China.
这里很多荷花哦。其實下你可能要
Today I want to show you what life looks like for an ordinary working man after 6 days of work. If it doesn't rain, every weekend I take my family out for a walk. On one hand, it's to spend time with them, and on the other hand, it's also a chance for me to relax a little. Recently, work has been quite busy, 6 days a week, and every day I work overtime until 8 p.m. To be honest, sometimes I do feel pretty tired.
Mama, Mama, Mama.
Ê,
Mama,
ê, ê.
Papa.
Chị rất chơi là
My wife doesn't have a job. She is a full-time homemaker. When I'm at work, she takes care of our child most of the time. So only when I have a day off, they have the chance to go out together. I got married at 37. At that time, I had already started to think that life might go in a different direction. Where I come from, that's considered quite late. Many of my classmates already have kids in high school or even in college, and our child is not even 2 years old yet. I used to think about something. If I was still alone after 40, then I probably wouldn't get married anymore. But sometimes life doesn't really go as planned. I met my wife at a classmate's house, and later that classmate became my brother-in-law. Sometimes, when I think about it, life is actually quite interesting. On the way to get something to eat, our child suddenly fell asleep. My wife wanted noodles, so we found a small noodle shop. She ordered their signature noodle, and it looked pretty good. As for me, I ordered a simple noodle soup. After the first bite, I knew right away I made the wrong choice. I wouldn't say it tasted bad, but it definitely wasn't very memorable. I couldn't help but try a bite of my wife's, and that's when I knew for sure, for the same price, the difference was actually pretty big. Sometimes, even a very simple meal can feel completely different.
这最香，这不错。我觉得这样，
Thì khóa lại bao nào? Nào lại. Lại.
正酱香。
I tried adding some vinegar, hoping to save the noodle, but it turns out some things just can't be fixed. We were just out for a walk, so the food we had was very simple. My wife is someone who's very careful with money, and she always tries to keep our spending under control. I understand that life right now isn't exactly easy.
你的味道更好，知道吗？你的更香。
This meal cost us 32 yuan in total, which is about 4.7 US dollars. The weather today wasn't that great. After eating, we sat for a while in the square. There were many people around us, just like us with their children, spending time with their families, enjoying a simple weekend. During this season, some wild vegetables grow in the mountains. My wife suggested we go and see if we could pick some. So we came to this small hill. This kind of wild vegetable is called 蕨菜 in China. There are actually many varieties, and this is just one of them. I wonder if you have something like this where you live. Do you eat it? To be honest, I haven't really tried it myself. But we did pretty well, and in just a short time, we picked quite a lot.
咦，等下去洗手手。等下洗手手哈，这个。
We both grew up in the countryside, so this kind of life still feels familiar to us. This kind of vegetable can't be cooked directly. It needs to be prepared first before it can be eaten. We went back home and they were probably tired and had already fallen asleep. Sometimes when I look at them, I think about the past between me and my wife. Our relationship was not really smooth. After we met, we were together for more than a year, but we didn't get her family's approval. Later, we went our separate way. It wasn't until 2022 that we met again. In 2023, we got married. From the time we met to getting married, it took a full 10 years. Looking back, it feels like a long journey. Sometimes when I think about it, it really wasn't easy to get to where we are today. This vegetable need to be soaked. After soaking, the water turns red. It has to be washed, rinsed and soaked again many times until the water no longer changes color. Only then can it be eaten. I don't know how to cook this dish, so I leave it to my wife. We picked a bit too much, so we plan to dry some of it. I heard it tastes really good in soup. Maybe we'll try it another day. This is the empty house next door. No one lives there. Because the rent is more affordable, we choose to stay here for now. In China, some foods were gradually discovered and passed down over time. When I was young, I often heard my parents talk about their childhood. Back then, they didn't have enough food to eat, so people tried to make use of whatever food they could find. Looking back now, it's hard to imagine, but because of that, many simple foods have been kept until today. Stir-fried juekai with cured pork is a new dish for me, but it looks pretty good. Oh, Leo is already hungry. There are 4 dishes on the table. The 2 on the right are leftovers. We've had them for a few meals already. They may not look great, but dishes like these go really well with rice. It feels like we didn't do anything special today, but moments like this are actually very important to me. No matter how busy work gets, life still goes on. Being able to spend time with my family, have a meal together, and go for a walk, this kind of life is already enough for me. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. I'll see you in the next